high protein breakfast for day one of the Honda tent setup. Toast with peanut butter, put a piece of cheese on it, 3 eggs, put another piece of toast with peanut butter on it. You're going to have a toasted peanut butter and fried egg sandwich. Okay, breakfast of the day done, and welcome to the official start of the Honda tent setup. It's about 7:30, almost 7:45. I've been out here for a little bit, kind of just putzing around doing some final cleanup and organizing, what have you. And I'm just starting to bring the tent pipes out, and I figure, well, I better open up the vlog for the first day of setup. First day of setup, like every year, it's going to be a lot of fast forward footage, and I am going to try to limit it this year. Normally, once I get all the tent pipes out here and the fittings and whatever, I set the camera up in the tripod, and you get to see us put the frame together, the top on, stand the tent up, stake it down, what have you. Takes several hours. Last year, I think by the time I got the big tent up and whatever small tents I had going on the grass, and got them all set up and ready to go, it took 5 hours. Which meant I had 5 hours worth of footage. I had to edit it down and fast forward. And it took me several hours to do it. I'm not going to do it this year. What I'm going to do is I am going to set the camera up and do the same process. I'm going to go through, and you're only going to get small sections of each. So I'm going to try to cut down the fast forward footage for you. Now, last week we did a lot of hump prep. You know, dragging things out, getting things ready to bring out in the front yard and what have you. One thing I did was these here. These are my partition walls that go on the perimeter out by the street and stuff on the tent that I normally put up after we get the tents up. Normally, we bring out the partitions I need for that. I bring the skins out. I have to attach the skins to the panels and then hang the panels in the tent. It takes a lot of time because it takes a lot of time to get these skin panels attached. I decided during prep, I just go ahead and get them all attached now. So all I got to do is just take the walls out. It's going to save me about 2 hours. I timed it. I have 26 panels here and 11 there. Those 11 half panels go along this fence line here. It took 2 hours to get all those skin panels on. And that was working non-stop. So that takes a while. Since they're done, I don't have to do it today. I just got to put them up. So it's going to save me about 2 hours. So I'm hoping I can get a little bit further with the setup. Now the caveat is, a neighbor lives over in that house. He helped last year. Stan and Tom. Tom had to work today. Stan's free. He's going to come over around 10 and help us stand the tent up. So I have to have the framework, the top, and everything ready to go. So all we got to do is just stand it up. But I have some work-related errands I'm going to do. I have to do today, and one Halloween errand I need to do today. So you'll get a little bit of footage of that. And that's going to take us 3 or 4 hours to do the errands, more than likely. So I'm going to lose 3 or 4 hours on setup today. So I'm not exactly sure how far I'm going to actually get for day one. But these errands have to be done. There's no getting away from it. And I am starting a day early, so it shouldn't hurt anything anyway. So we got that. But anyway, I'm going to put the camera down for now. I got to get the rest of the piping, the fittings, and the barrel of all the parts, and as well as the tent top out here. And then we'll set the camera up in the tripod, and we'll get filming. So hold tight, folks. We're getting going. Well, we got it done. Our neighbor never came over to help with putting up the big tent, mainly because we were ready about an hour and a half early and just decided to do it. By the time he came over, and he came over on time, what we had agreed on, tent was already up. And I'll tell you, right now, before we got started this morning, I took 2 Aleve and 2 Advil. So I got four pills in me. And my back is still screaming slightly. I'm not looking forward to when the meds wear off. I'm going to be in so much pain tonight. But we got the big tent up. We did not put a blow up on top. Last year we had trouble with the dragon, ended up having to get rid of that. Put the small kitty up, windstorm wiped that out, as well as the big cat. So we have no blow-ups either on the tent or over what will be the bump out, which is that gap there. It runs over to the fence line there. Though the neighbors wouldn't mind if I went all the way to their driveway. So, something else too, last year we lost 2 of our tie straps up here. They don't offer any support for the tent at all. What I use them for is to support any partition walls that run down the center. I can put them in here and zip tie them, and that keeps them from wobbling back and forth. But last year, if you remember right, for those that saw it last year, all along that side and down this side and going into the tent that will go there, we had corn. Well, it was a magnet for rats. We ended up having a rat infestation we had to deal with after Halloween. And they got the other 2 blue ones I had right here and chewed through either partially or all the way on both of them. So I lost 2 tie straps. Well, over Christmas, Joanne surprised me. She went down and bought these. I need just a little over 10 foot, so I normally get 12 foot, if I can find them. Tie straps. These were 10 foot. I put them up and there was about a foot difference between them here. So there's no way I could use them on here. So I got the 2 blue ones out, ran them this way, and then just used the 4 tie straps that she got me to go this way. And it works. And I'm kind of curious, they're orange color. I'm wondering if they're going to fluoresce. Because this is the whole tent, other than a 3-foot section down that wall, is all blacklight room. But I got them in, and last year I found, because we didn't use the roofing material last year. I normally stretch in and across here because of the corn. And we decided we're not going to do it again this year. But we found these sag quite a bit. If I didn't have the roofing material on. The roofing material braced it, actually, which surprises me. But, so I ended up last year running a cord from the peak where I have it up there now, down, and just tied it up. Problem was, I didn't decide to do that until after the tent was up. And it is, I want to say, about 15, 16 feet, and I have an 8-foot ladder. So I was up near the top of it trying to fish the wire, the cord around. This year I attached the cord before we stood it up. Made it a lot easier. Anyway, we got the tent is totally put together, staked down. I got the tie straps in, and what you just got done seeing me doing was putting these in. Here, I have 2 flags I mount out here, and these are the stanchions for them. So they'll be out here, and they're ready to go. When I get to the flags, which is in with the pirate stuff, I think. I wouldn't swear to it, but I think they're in the pirate stuff. Because they're pirate flags, so they belong with the pirate stuff. I can get them to the poles, bring them right out, and put them up. So they're ready to go. Now, according to my map, I have 2 more tents to put up. Quick, easy ones, or quicker than this beast. I have a 10 by 10 that runs from this leg out toward the curb, and another 10 by 10 that runs from this leg over toward the garden that need to go in. And it's just a matter of bringing them out, opening them up, getting them set to height, and driving stakes in to hold it down. My problem is, we gotta leave at noon. I got some, like I mentioned at the beginning of the vlog, I have some business errands to do, and a couple of Halloween errands to do. I gotta go down and pick up some supplies and stuff for this. And we're gonna be, my appointment's at 2. So we figured, well, we'll leave about noon. I can get all my other errands done and then go down and hit my appointment and then come home. So But anyway, you know, and another thing too, that tent took us a while to do it because we kept taking breaks. After we got it stood up, took about a half-hour break. Went through, did the middle legs, got the feet on, took another 10-15 minute break. Went and got the staking and it all tied down and the roof on, strapped down, took another break. You know, cause my back is just not handling this, so I am not sure how long I'm going to be out here today. But we will get both the small tents up and probably some of the exterior skins. That's what we're shooting for. I don't think I'm going to get you any more fast forward footage. I think you've had enough for this vlog. Let's not give you too much peace and quiet, because I can't use music when I'm doing the fast forward footage. YouTube doesn't like it. They send not too bad, about 25 minutes. And we got that tent up and that tent up. They're zip tied together. This one's zip tied to the big tent, and I got the stakes in. And that leg I'm going to have to work on if I can. It's always had kind of a slant on it. After Halloween, it's going trash. The frame's starting to fall apart on it. But now, effectively, we've got all three tents up. So I can now start dragging out those partitions I had pre-did, and with the skin panels, bring those out, and we can start doing the perimeter. And I think I did up enough to go from this leg to that leg to that leg, down the front, over into the bump out, and then down the fence. So we'll be working on that. But we're not doing that until after we get back from our errands. I need to go in and get cleaned up, grab a few things, and then we're going to get going. And both Kaylee and I think Morgan is coming with us. So we'll be back in a little while. At least for us, it'll be a little while because it's going to be a couple hours. For you, it's next segment. So have fun. I'm back. We left at 12:15, quarter after lunch, for noon. And it is now 4:37. I've been home 45 minutes. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12 different places to hit. One of them was that one. 800 pounds of pumpkin. And there's 5 different types mixed up in the bin. Now some of these we're going to be taking to the market and we'll sell them at the farmer's market. The rest will make it back into the haunt. My friend that grows those, we still need to go down, and we'll do that after the last market in the season. I need to get 2 bales of hay, 2 large pumpkins, and possibly another bin of pumpkins just for the haunt. And we'll do that after the last farmer's market. I'm sorry, I'm exhausted. Went in the house, sat down, got the happy hour drink list printed out. So it's all ready to go for tonight. We will try to do a happy hour if I remember. I'm not going to promise I'm doing a happy hour each night. Also, I got my basic tools and my screws I need for attaching the wall panels out here. So what we're going to do is the ones I pre-did. And it's back stack, not the front stack. We're going to start with this back stack, which has the full sheet of exterior on it. We're going to start dragging those out into the tent, and I'm going to start installing them. And like I said earlier, we're going to go from the far leg over there to the middle leg, out to the corner leg, across the front, all the way to the fence line and down the fence line. And we'll start with these, finish with those. Now after doing that tent this morning and all our errands and the pumpkins, I'm extremely exhausted. I don't know how far we're going to get, but we're going to give it a try. I may only get 1 or 2 panels up and just say screw it and call it quits. We'll have to wait and see. It's happy hour, the first one for the 2022 season. Going to be some changes with happy hour. First off, I am not going to be doing them every night. I don't know how it's going to be. I could do happy hour 2 or 3 nights in a row, and then you might not get anything for a week. I don't know. I haven't decided. It depends on my mood and how busy I get. I almost didn't get one tonight because I'm just totally spent. I'll cover that in another segment why. Second, all the drinks this year, and there are a few on the list that were from last year, I got from the Captain Morgan website. They have a list of 59 different drinks. So I just copied them down. So we're going to be using them. If I do a drink someone really likes, and they can remember the name but not the recipe, you can go to CaptainMorgan.com and go over to the recipe area and get it. Now, your drink for tonight, an apple crisp. You'll need 1 fluid ounce of Captain Morgan sliced apple. Yeah, it's a sliced apple. 5 fluid ounces lemon juice and a lemon slice. Pour Captain Morgan sliced apple and lemon juice into a shaker over ice. Shake and pour into a shot glass. Garnish with a lemon. There you go. So there's your first drink. Now, back to it. I've got someone following me. We did pretty good today. But I am extremely sore. The Advil and the Leave I took have worn off. And I'm extremely tired. I'm just wore out. But we did really, really good. I showed you the tents earlier. And I showed you the stack of panels I had with the skins on them already. Last year, I got from there over to here and over to right here on day one with the tents and these. That's how far I got. Today, I got not just that. I got around this, and I got down to the fence line down here. I think taking the 2 hours it took me during prep week last week to attach those skins to the partitions made a big, big difference. It took me almost 2 hours out here last, what was it, Friday? Or was it Thursday or Friday I was out here to attach all the skins to all these panels. There's 26 of the full sheets, and I did 11 of the half sheets. And it took 2 hours. So that's, non-stop. That's a lot of work. That's time I saved in putting this up. So I saved myself 2 hours. Now we ran into a small problem. I miscounted on my wall panels here. From here to the fence, it's supposed to be mausoleum. Well, the mausoleum is 16 feet long. I decided before I put up that last panel, I better check my measurement, my size, to make sure I had it right, and I didn't. It was actually just a little over, or a little under 15 feet. So, it was like 14 and a half feet. So I got to looking at it, and the only way to fix it is not use that panel and not use this panel, which is fine. Which means all I gotta do is take the screws out and remove the panel, and then I have room for that mausoleum. Okay, but I ran into another problem. I am using my old screws from last year. Every year when I take the haunt down, any screws I use, I put it into a giant bucket, and we go through and sort them out, and I just reuse them. As the screws go bad, I throw them out. Well, this one, I started to put that top screw in, and the head stripped out. So I figured, okay, I'll just leave it for now. And I got another screw out. Put it in, its head stripped out. Went to do this one, and it went in just fine. Went to back it out, the head stripped. I can't take it out. So the only way to get this panel out is I gotta get my Sawzall out and just run it down the seam and cut the screws so I can get this panel out. I am so tired, so sore, I don't want to frick with it tonight. So it's going to stay as is tomorrow, and then first thing tomorrow I'll get out here with the Sawzall, cut that panel off, and we're done with it. I do have to take the skin off on that one, take the skin off on this one, get those skins put away so they're out of the way out here before I could go on any further. Now with that being said, I'm going to close this down and get my stuff picked up, and then we'll do end of the day wrap up. So give me just a bit, I'll be right back. Hello, end of the day wrap up. It's early yet. I got my clamp light out and everything. We could probably keep going on out here on the hunt for probably about another hour and a half, 2 hours. But one, we got a lot of fast forward footage in the vlog. It takes a bit, it's a bear to edit. So I've got to get that done. I don't want to be up overly late tonight. Like I said in the last segment, I'm exhausted. That, and I want to get a hot shower in, so I'm gonna bag it early. I am really amazed at how far we got today. I've been binge watching the setup vlogs from last year. I think I'm up to day 33 or 34, something like that. So, you know, I watched day one, and like I said in the last segment, I think I had all day last year out here. I didn't have any errands or anything, and we got the tents up. I didn't even make it into the bump out with the walls. So I feel like today we made a hell of a lot of progress. If I hadn't had 4 hours, almost 4 hours worth of errands, I would have gotten a hell of a lot further, and I wouldn't be so wiped out right now anyway. So we did good progress. As for tomorrow, I got to take care of those 2 panels with the half skins on, which won't take long at all. And then we're going to get out here. Morgan was out here today and started moving some of the partition walls out, so I can start laying out the partitions for the water room and part of the chain hall, which is the display they hit before they hit the water room this year. I can get those done. Then we're going to switch back over to water room, and I got to get skinned. If there's time, once that's done, we've got to get the video pumping station out here, the water wall, and the pond frames. The video pumping station and the pond frames need to be put in order so I can get the fencing out here that goes on the ponds. If I wait and do it later, it's just a bitch trying to get the fence panels in around some of these corners, especially the 8-foot ones. And I can't bring the fence panels in until the ponds are done, because I don't know what size, you know, I need and what have you. So we'll be working pretty much on the water room for the next 2 days, 3 days. Now tomorrow, I also have errands in the morning to do. I have 2 more business errands to do, and I need to make a stop by Home Depot to pick up some stuff, haunt supplies. We'll do that in the morning, shouldn't take too long. And then I've got 2 doctor's appointments tomorrow afternoon. So I am not going to have a full haunt day build, you know, for building tomorrow. Things are going to be kind of broken up. Just kind of like, you know. But with that, Kaylee, who is right here with us, yeah, she's got to be out here for the wrap-up. She wants me in the house badly. She is very, very exhausted, too. She's been out here all day with us, ran the errands with us. I think about 4:30, 5 o'clock, she finally pooped out, went in the house and sacked out. But as soon as I started moving around, cleaning up, she wanted right back out. So, but anyway, both Kaylee and I are going to say goodnight. We'll see you guys tomorrow, I hope. Stay spooky, stay toxic.